After a 20-minute boat ride, we were humping the bush of a Palauan rock island and heading for one of the most unique and isolated ecosystems in the world. Earlier, we spent some time with Ethan and talked about Palau's jellyfish lakes.
Jellyfish Lake is, obviously one of the most unique places on this planet. We've got 6 of them here in Palau that we know about, at least. And the jellyfish got in there millions or hundreds of thousands of years ago through small cracks and fissures. Again, in the island, the limestone is very, very porous, so the larvae of the jellyfish could slip in through these small cracks and fissures. And then once they got into the lake, and once they grew, they could not get out. And then over time, since there were no predators there's plenty of sunlight to use for their symbiotic algae within them. They really lost the need to have stinging cells, or what are called nematocysts. And through kind of a random mutation, one of the jellyfish lost that gene for the stinging cells, and because it was so reproductively successful, passed those genes on to the next generation, and so on and so on. So now you have a complete lake full of millions of jellyfish with no stinging cells at all. So incredible place to go snorkeling or diving in. Again, one of the most unique and special places on this planet. And it's just what Darwin was talking about when he was talking about allopatric speciation in isolation of part of a population. If you isolate part of a population away from the ancestral population, they will eventually evolve into a separate species.
Make sure you use a sunblock that is both waterproof and has a high enough SPF rating while you're here. The sun can be very intense. Also, drink lots of fluids because it can get quite humid and hot.